what I want to show you now is the historical views you can see with NetScope. So right here we're seeing live view still, and what I want to do is change the view. I can change that from custom view, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly and yearly. Let's have a look at hourly, because I've only had this data running for a couple of hours. So we can see that the traffic passing through the link here and the inbound is peaking at about 50 megabits. It's averaging at about 20 megabits. And on the outbound, we're seeing a much larger data rate. So we're peaking up at about 150 megabits and averaging probably about 20 megabits there. What I want to do is show you how we can drill down further on the data types that we've got here. So what I want to do here is let's just pick a big segment here. This was quite busy during that period. I want to drill down on that data and see what's happening here. So I've drilled down on that data and I can see that we've got a few large segments here, and we can see the peaks of those segments. So I'd like to find out what is going on during that period there. So I'll select that period again and further drill down. So I've zoomed down even further on this. So we're looking at the inbound for that time period, and we're seeing that there's a large traffic peak during that period. So let's have a look at what makes up that data at this stage. So what I'll do is I'll go over to top traffic classes, and I'll see that during that time, this is the distribution of the traffic on the inbound, and if we click outbound, this is the distribution of the traffic on the outbound. But I'm interested in the inbound, and I'm interested in that peak. So what we can see here is the default, which is traffic class that we haven't defined just yet, is the largest traffic class. So what I'll do is I'll click on that link, and we'll see what the default traffic was doing during that time. And we see that peak that we were looking for before. So the default is the one that's causing this large traffic volume during that time. So what I can do now is I can further drill down on that traffic, and we can find out where the traffic's coming from. So top destination, top source addresses, sorry. Click on top source addresses, and we can see here that it looks like that this IP address is where the traffic is coming from. And we can see for that time period, which is probably just under a minute there, we can see that this traffic is coming from this IP address. It's created about 100 megabytes and 67%. So what we can do is I can click on that segment there, further drill down, and there we go. We see that traffic segment there. That's causing the traffic during that time period. So we can see now that we're able to drill down on traffic infinitely. We can keep going. I can keep drilling down on this. I can grab different segments of this. I can have a look at the top source ports. Have a look at that. It's coming from port 0. We can see top protocols. We can see that it's IP version 6. So this is IPv6 traffic. We can go find out where the traffic's going. Okay, traffic's going to this IP address here. Okay, so we can see that we can drill down on traffic infinitely.